Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Metroid Prime 3 Corruption presented in HD. This has been really fun. I'm excited to jump back into the game, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to pick up where we left off in Brio.
Samus, the Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield. You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active. We need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
Alright. So this is probably my favorite area in the game. Just the design is amazing. Looks really good with these reshade settings I have. The HD texture pack also doesn't hurt. But yeah, I really enjoy this part of the game, so I like jumping back into this area. I did kind of a playthrough when I made the texture pack, and so I did play through the game a couple months ago, but I also kind of skipped through it a little bit. Didn't really do everything. I just got, I loaded a save that I had where I was pretty much at the end, and I kind of ran through a lot of these areas and just dumped the textures and so I could upscale them. But I did play through this area because it's just, I love it. It's so fun. And just the aesthetic and the design, and it's really cool. It's probably, like I said, my favorite area in the game. You guys will have to let me know how you feel about Brio and just about the game overall. Maybe let me know where your favorite area is. So I shouldn't get stuck in this area, hopefully, being that I played through it just a few months ago. You can see I blurred that skybox a bit. Really helped. Some of those, again, I'm not sure if they're planets or what they are, these things here. Oh, can I scan those? No. So I'm not sure what they are. It's little globe things. But they have them back there too, and they're just way too sharp. And they look really blurry. Oh crap. Wrong way. See, I said I wouldn't get lost, but I'm already lost. Oh, that's right, I gotta open that. I gotta go back over here. Oh, there we go. I will say, with the amount of detail these textures have, upscaling them, it helps, but it also, there are some artifacts because there's just really detailed. Another one of the textures I actually did remake was this one. It just needed it, I felt. So that, yeah, that's actually an original one. But as you can see, some of this detail, it's still, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but if someone actually came in and hand redrawn all this stuff by hand, I think it would look better. But oh man, you're talking about a lot of work. Yeah, I just wasn't up to that task, especially because I'm working on echoes. So as far as that goes, hopefully I'll have some more progress to share soon. Oh yeah, these guys hit pretty hard. These little flying creatures. already did that one, huh? It's funny, I just said I had played it recently and it's already not going so smoothly. There we go. But yeah, the amount of detail in this area is why I like it so much. It's so cool. But like hand drawing, redrawing all of these textures in this area would take so long if you really wanted to have a really nice result. I've had the pleasure of working with some really good artists with the NPR project. One of them who does great natural texture work is Neryl. He's also a pretty big YouTuber. Really cool guy. I've gotten to talk to him a little bit, working on the project, and he's a really cool dude. But he's a super talented artist as well, and I know a lot of you probably know him from the Legend of Zelda N64 games that he redrew. You know, dude's awesome. He did some amazing texture work in Talon Overworld on the NPR project, and he also, I remember, did something in this area for a video he did, and it turned out great. But I couldn't imagine the amount of work it would take. I'm not sure how long it took him to do that, but it probably took some time. But yeah, I could see him doing an amazing job with these textures in this area. But I had to settle for an upscale. I did do some original work, as I've said before. Kind of showed you that one texture, but there's a couple more, and probably did a few dozen overall throughout the game. This music too, this track, I love this track. It's awesome. I am curious to hear what you guys have to say about this game. I know it's kind of a lot, you know, there's some people who still, I think, feel this is the best Prime game. Some don't. Overall, the first three games have their strengths and weaknesses, but this one was my favorite, like I said, for a long time. It's still up there. It's really hard to kind of choose which one you like the most. It's like they say, choosing which one of your kids is your favorite. I only have one favorite kid since I only have my one son. He's awesome though. Here come the reptilians. Reptilicus, that's what they're called. Oh yeah, I remember, like, if you hit these guys with I think it's the ice beam, when they throw that boomerang at you, it can come back and hit them and break them. That's pretty awesome. That is kind of similar to some of the things you could do in Prime 4 with the Lemorn and the Grievers. It's pretty cool. I think that you can freeze them and break them, or like if they jump at you, you can freeze them in the air. I don't think you can do that in this game. That was one of the things about Beyond I really liked, was those extra little touches in the environment and things like that, where you can hit even the Cybots in the air with a ice shot and get them to drop and shatter. That's pretty awesome, actually. Wait, I gotta go down here. Also, like these little puzzles that they put, well, I don't know if you call it a puzzle necessarily, just shooting those little things there, but it's kind of cool, that little addition to uncover these instead of them just being out in the open like they are in the first game. But yeah, that's one of the things Retro does well, is lore building, and it's pretty awesome. I think yep, gotta go up here. Okay. Thought for a minute there. Oh, nope. Thought he might get me. Grab this missile power up. That too. Just the way they use the grapple beam. Since this game was designed for the Wii, use the Wii pointer and motion controls. They did add that touch to the game where you're using motion controls for the grapple beam. It's pretty cool. But with Prime Hack, made it a lot easier, and I'm not crazy about motion controls. But I would say that this game is probably the one game on the Wii where I didn't mind the motion controls and actually felt like it did bring something to the game. Specifically with the pointer and the way you aim and shoot. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this game. I feel like this is one of your favorites. Would you rank that more at the bottom of the trilogy? You know, I hear so much negative about Prime 4. I'm curious if any of you guys feel like Prime 4 is your favorite of the 4 games. Obviously, it wasn't my favorite, but I did find some of it enjoyable. A lot of it, really. But it definitely could have been a lot better had they stuck more to some of the original design elements that they had in the first 3 games, but I did enjoy a lot of the playthrough, so. Kind of hit you with a lot of power-ups in this area. Reptilicus. That's another thing, like the diversity of enemies in this game is really good. You don't fight the same enemy on every planet. Each planet has its own diversity in life and the creatures and stuff. I think that Prime 4 was missing that for sure. Kind of felt like you were just fighting the same stuff, like with the Grievers being in every area, which I get it, because they are the Lemorn and that was their planet, so it makes sense that you fight them consistently throughout the game. But you know, fighting the Cybots in several areas and stuff like that, with I think it was the flare pool. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think that was a good move on their part, as far as having you fight the same enemies. Oh wait, I can't go up here yet. Gotta turn the power on. Oh, this guy. Oh, I think you can actually kill these, alright? No? Maybe you can. Oh, you can. Well, let me lock on? Guess I was trying to lock on to the wrong thing. But yeah, I really appreciate the enemy diversity in this game. Space pirates, of course, fighting space pirates. That was definitely something that they missed out. You know, that was a miss on beyond not having space pirates in the game. It would have added a lot of diversity to, you know, the enemies and stuff. It didn't make a lot of sense. They were there on that planet at the GF base at the beginning of the game, and everybody got sucked into the black hole or whatever that you know, to get transported to Vero. So it made sense that some of the space pirates would have been too, right? But I don't, and you know, they had them in the game, so they programmed the logic and the AI for the enemies into the game.
Samus,
so why not have them in the rest of the game?
Distinct energy signatures. They must be supplying power to the siege shield. If these targets are eliminated, the shield will be removed. We are uploading the location of each energy signature and nearby landing sites.
Ah. Yes, I know. Gotta disarm the guns or blow them up. That's something I really like about this game too. I know like some people don't really care for the ship integration, but some like it. I really like it. I know a lot of people wanted a more like Prime 1 type level design in this game, but they kind of, you know, mixed it up a bit with having multiple planets, and I actually think that is what they should have done with 4. I think they should have stuck with that and just flushed that out, made it a little better. But gosh, the linearity of the level design in 4 and all the biomes was just, it kind of just made the game a little less interesting and fun. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot about 4 still, but I'm going to be comparing it to this game. I just, being that this is the game released, the last game in the trilogy, you know, it's going to be kind of natural. Plus, I just played 4, so it's on my mind still. It's the newest game. But I just see so much that they could have done better. I like easy mode with the hyper mode. Okay, where are these other ones at? A lot of people dislike the hyper mode too. They feel like it's easy mode, but hey man, it's part of the game. I use it. It's fun to use, I think. You can definitely do a playthrough without using it. I have before. Remember I did a stream a few years back where I played this game in hard mode without a UI. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I used hyper mode in that playthrough. Maybe I didn't though. I don't know. I can't remember. It was so long ago. It's another thing I've been considering is possibly streaming again. It's a little difficult though. At this point in my life, I just don't have a lot of time, work a lot, so it's hard. But I mean, a couple hours a week or so might not be too terrible, too difficult, I should say. So if you guys are interested in seeing me stream again, let me know. This is another thing I really like, is these loading screens. They also did the loading screens on Prime 4 with the bike and stuff in the different areas. But this game, I don't know, it feels, even though it feels more segmented, it also feels just less segmented, if that makes sense. bureaus had all the biomes, and then you could travel to everyone throughout the Sun Valley. You could get there, you know. This game, you can't walk from one part of even the same planet to the other. Actually, there are parts in this game where you do kind of walk through, huh? You can kind of connect, like I think of the docking area for the Galactic Federation docking area here on Brio, and how you get there, and there are parts that kind of connect. So, like I said, it's kind of in some ways feels segmented, and others feels a lot just more connected. This music too is good. See, I guess all the fire levels kind of in Prime have a similar theme, but I really felt like the music in Flare Pool was super Prime 1-esque, a real derivative of the Magmore themes. But I didn't dislike that. I really liked that track, and like the music overall in that game is amazing. Same with this one. Okay, I think there's 2 ways to go. Can't remember if there's a power-up this first way. Those things are so gross. Oh, I mistimed it. Seeing little stuff like this makes the morph ball a little more interesting. Which in Prime 4, I felt like the morph ball was sorely unused, or lacking use, I guess. Could have been used more. But I don't know, I felt like that about a lot of the mechanics in the game. The one thing I will say though about the morph ball segments in the game, like there's the one in the Volt Forge where you got to turn into a ball and it grabs you and kind of mistakes you for a part for one of the bikes. That was pretty cool, but they didn't do enough of that. But I did like the parts where you were traveling through the map and going to different areas. It was pretty epic, some of those areas. But that's kind of all it was just a cool background and a cool scene. Wasn't really like anything other than that, really. Uh-oh. Corruption kicking in. Oh crap, I just realized something. Why did that happen? Let's see. Made a boo-boo. See, this is why you should test things before you... Oh, brother. Resize this real quick. Alright, let's just go there. Alright. We'll just have to avoid that seed in OBS. I don't know why, for some reason it did that.
Samus, we just received very abnormal readings from your life support systems. Are you okay? As a precaution, we are downloading the diagnostic data from your suit to further. We will contact you again if we have any more information.
Are you okay? Not really. Run this. This track too, the Run This track is really good. Oh yeah, these bulldog guys. I hate these dudes. These guys kind of look like the Grievers, huh? A little bit. The Warpound, that's what they're called. I really dislike these dudes. Oh. Although they definitely pose a challenge. I guess I could go easy mode on them. Hyper mode. I think hyper mode adds a lot for speed runs, maybe. Getting through these areas faster. Alright, let's go hyper mode. Getting on my nerves. Now I'm gonna get complaints that I suck at this game because I use hyper mode. Oh wait, that's right. I gotta shoot these first. Yeah, just the level of interactivity too, stuff like that. This gel is really cool. That's kind of missing from Beyond a little bit. The things that I really like about Beyond though was the just the graphics, the aesthetic, the world building in some areas like Ice Belt is really good. Bolt Forge. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I remember the motion you had to do with the Wii Remote for that. Felt a little inappropriate. Then again, I probably just have a dirty mind. Yeah, the music in this area, it's very reminiscent of Magmore, but also kind of has a slower, darker feel to it. I can't remember what do I do here. Can't get up there yet, can I? Oh, gotta shoot this one too. Yeah, the integration of the morph ball areas just seems to be better in this game than Beyond for sure. But yeah, I'm not going to keep comparing the two too much. I just, like I said, I just played it, so I have it on my mind a lot still. And just, you know, it's a disappointing game overall. As good as some of the parts are, a lot just don't hold up to the original trilogy. So, but as this game is, you know, standing on its own, it's a good game. It's fun. The story is solid, and yeah, I just really like this game a lot. Maybe I'll do another playthrough, or maybe even a live stream of this game, and I'll use the Wii remote just for the heck of it. I gotta find my dolphin bar though. I don't know where that is. I don't even know if they still make and sell those things. I don't know how popular the Wii still is. As far as the Wii controller, Wii remote, all that stuff, I still have all that stuff still somewhere. Yeah, the way the gel stuff works in this too, in this area, it's cool. Like this, having to shoot this and burn that thing there. Really cool. The interaction, like I said, with the levels themselves, it's just so much better than Beyond. Alright guys, one of my goals is to make these episodes a little bit shorter so that people can watch through them and you know, kind of consume them and not have to watch through an hour-long video like some of my older playthroughs. So I'm actually going to end this video here, and we'll be back next week. We'll be back here in Brio again. So thanks for watching, guys. See you again really soon.